2. I mean, I've not hit up on it 3.2 for years. That is a high draw. Look at that height. I've never hit a drive like that here. What a hit for this hole. This goes totally against the classic advice you've heard for years. I need you to feel a little more behind the golf ball for longer. Now it must be good, right? Because it's going viral right now. Countless of my students are seeing amazing results. So many of you have liked and shared this video. There must be something to it. Now to make this tip even better to what you've seen online, I've introduced 3 levels. And I've always thought, why is it not broken down like this? So level 1 is how you get started. Level 2 is how you make it feel way more natural. And level 3 is how you make it stick in your swing for year after year, season after season. And one of my students went from 240 yards on what was a beautiful straight shot to then 275 to 280 to straight to slight draws, once implementing these 3 levels. So what are we fixing? We're fixing that over the top move and then hitting down too much on driver. And we're gonna hold every single part of this tip accountable. We need to see if we can get down a 280 yard total, but more importantly, we wanna be looking at what is our club path, what is our angle of attack, and where's our face to our path. So we're looking for a right number here, not too negative here, so anywhere from -1 to a plus figure, and a slightly negative figure here. Positive, slightly negative, negative. That's what we're measuring it against. Level 1 opens the door to this. Now, if you look at all the classic positions at the top of the backswing, I'm going to use different body shapes, different sizes. Let's take Rory McIlroy. Let's take Tommy Fleetwood. Let's take Ernie Els. They all have what I would use as one word: depth. Now, for you to get this, we need these arms to work a little more round with some great turn here. I've got a brilliant way to show you this, but think about this logically. If I asked you a question, if I move my arms straight up, where would they work? Straight down. Now, if I work my arms up, but with some turn, where can they work now? They can work from the inside. They can work from the inside. My club head would be lower earlier, not higher for longer. So to simply open the door to this first part at level 1, think about it this way. You do not need a hoop, but this helps me illustrate. Let's say this black line here represents 12 o'clock on our clock face, okay? This would be 3, and this would be 6, okay? What I want you to do here is really simple. It's about that foundation and the start. I want you to feel when our hands are level with the ground, or our lead arm is level with the ground, can our chest point somewhere, okay? Think about this. This is 12, this is 3, this is 6. Can it point somewhere to about 230? So roughly over your trail foot. Simply like this. That's your measure. That encourages fantastic depth at level 1. You know what? Let's hit one away. Let's just see what we can start to get. Think, here is chopped down. The club head's higher for longer. Remember this. This is going to make sense. 230 and round. My club head can be lower earlier. Sweep more away and up. Oh, wasn't quite a draw, but it was bullet straight. What a hit for this hole. I lied, maybe the wind has stopped that because we had some brilliant numbers, even on level 1. Remember, positive, we swung 3 degrees to the right, that would be in to out. We hit up on it, 1.2, and had our face slightly closed. Let's see what distance we got. At level 1, I literally feel I've got 5 more gears to go into. So here's level 2. It's not about me, it's about you. So at level 1, 230 with the middle of our chest, when our arm is parallel to the ground. We're now starting to make this feel more natural. I call this getting through but staying back. Sounds a little weird, but it's our lead arm drill. Nice and simple. I put a golf club down here. It could be an alignment stick. It's anything. It's a reference point. Okay. Now the key element to this is I don't want your head to feel as though it's going past this line. And it's funny, when I do this with students, I almost keep a golf club here and I'm pushing their head back. Don't go through, don't go through. just to really hammer that sensation home. And when I've seen this tip online going viral, I'm like, why not make it easier with a reference point? Because then you can hold yourself accountable. Then you know if you're doing it right or you're wrong. And this is so key. So, what I want you to do here is just turn your golf club upside down. Grip it just in your lead arm. I want you to get through the ball, but don't let your head go through this line. Notice how this encourages my chest to work more up, okay? And I just want you to feel like you make that swoosh and the highest bit of noise, just like, you know, just past the golf ball, somewhere here. Just like this. Now, the real key element to this is we're letting the arms swing free. We're letting them have an element of release. I'm also allowing this club to release up the plane line, roughly around 45 degrees. Not here, not here, up the plane line. Now, if I just turn my club head round, I want you to notice one element to allowing these arms to swing more free. I'm still transferring that weight, I'm still getting through, but my head's staying back, right? But look, I'm allowing that toe of the club to overtake the heel. So that's this element going past this element. Now, when you're slicing it and hitting weak shots, the heel, that's this element, tends to lead the way. So if you look at this from player cam, so before you'd have worked the club more in this element. Now, this is amazing. You're starting to let it work more in this element and release. So at level 2, when I say let yourself get through but stay back, this is what I mean. Hear that noise? Hear that noise? That's the great element. Why this is important and where many of you go wrong, and this is what I want you to troubleshoot here. When you're at the top and your head goes through that line early, can you see where this has forced the club to move out and over plane? My club head is higher for longer, means more downwards hit and across that golf ball. When I keep my head back, look how I go more inside. The club head is lower earlier and traveling to the right. When we go back to our data, that's our more level hit on our angle of attack. That's our more into out club path to the right, and that's our face slightly closed. Should we hit one away? Do you know what? I just even just play around with that. It's a brilliant feeling, that. Let's see what we get. Arms swing free, head stays behind that line. That is a high draw. Oh, look at that height. I've never hit a drive like that here. Oh, we've done it. We're at level 2 and we've already got over 282 yards. Now, this is not about me, but what this is proving is some facts. I felt like I had, again, 2 or 3 gears to go into, a 282, but most importantly, these are the stats that back this up. A club path that's 0. We're hitting up, a face that's slightly open. You know what though, it's not a bad hit. It's not a bad hit. It just didn't have that draw element. But we've not finished yet, have we? We've not finished. And you're not going to get it right every time. But what that's showing you is you can have great distance, and even when you don't quite get it inside and close face, you can still hit a bloody great shot. Now, I have this conversation with every single one of my students. For you to access significantly more yards, you have to make sure you have the right golf ball. And this is something that I have done recently too. I've changed from what I was using, the Pro Plus, to the Pro golf ball. And I just felt like I was leaving a few yards out there. So what I did was, I went onto the Vice Golf website, went through their ball fitting tool, and please, I've done this with my students, answer it honestly. Don't just put in what you think is happening, because then you're not going to get the right ball. Put in what is the honest truth to your club head speed, what you're wanting, and what you're seeing on the golf course. And then it will spit out the correct golf ball. And for you to hit it as far as you can't leave any stone unturned. And the golf ball is a huge one. Think, this is the thing you're hitting. So if we want to hit it further, match your golf ball to your golf swing. And if you use my code right here, you can save 10% at the checkout. Let's get this set up. You're going to place a basket around about the length of your driver at the end here, directly behind your golf ball. You're then going to need an alignment stick, and you're going to place it through like so, to where it would hang straight in the line of your golf ball. So it's not exactly hanging over the golf ball here, it's roughly a club head behind, but can you see how it's going straight down? Oh, maybe not quite straight, that straight down. Now, why this works and why I believe this is leveling up a viral golf tip and it will make it stick to your swing for years, you can use this drill with your irons, your driver, your hybrid, your fairway woods, any club in your bag apart from putter. It's almost like a bit of a stabilizer. It forces you to do it right. So piece together the elements. We open the door at level 1, 230 with the middle of the chest. We then talked about not getting through with the head. What would that do? Boom, that would hit down and hit that stick. Our club head would be higher for longer. Now, when we get the feeling of our club working correctly, it works under this stick and exits through. So can you see how you could have 50 golf balls in front of you here and you're just hitting shot after shot after shot, really getting that feeling. Now, one thing I want to add to this is the timing element to your swing. I want you to hit driver from now on at what feels 80 to 90% of what is your potential. And please trust me on this. It will feel slower, but be way more efficient just by changing those impact factors. So simply add in the level 1 and level 2 and use this as your stabilizer. Boo. This is the good feeling. Boof. This is our bad feeling. It will force you. You won't hit that. Your brain won't let you. It's crazy when you get this right. Let's hit this one away. Can we get into out club path? A face slightly closed, hitting up, or even level. Can we get another one over 280? I mean, I'm not bothered what I get, but if you can add up to 20 to 35 yards to your drive with technique and with the golf ball, you're going to be hitting 2 to 3 less clubs in. That's the difference between hitting a 5 iron in and potentially a 9 iron. Think about how much better at golf you would be. Crazy. Oh, that felt the club head was so low, so early. That's only just hit the ground now. Come on. This is proof in the pudding to why this is going to let you grind into your swing for years. Now, before I show you this data and the distance and tell you what I felt even more, people are going to go, well, Alex, you don't want to hit up on an iron. Well, this still works for an iron because it's not hanging over the golf ball. It still allows you to hit down. And because you have a shorter club, your circle is already inverted a little more up. All this will help you do is let the club release, okay? Let you hit it from the inside. That's why I know it'll work for all. Let's move this out the way. In fact, we'll leave it there because I want to show you this. There we go. Our club path, what did we want? It to the right. We've now got a club face that's close slightly to our path, but not pointing left of target. Those 3 right there are a draw, okay? We then hit up on it 3.2. I mean, I've not hit up on it 3.2 for years. The question is, what was the distance? We only hit it 1 yard further than before, but still a 283. How consistent's that? So it's not just 1 shot that's good, it's not just 2 shots that are good, we're able to access 3 shots. And if you start seeing results, it's like a domino effect. You believe it, it works, that's why it lasts for years. Now what I felt was this. I felt on the way down, I'm still transferring that weight, but my club head was lower earlier. Simple as that. It doesn't have to be technical, just has to be this. But I'm still getting through. That's what I want to reiterate out here. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell. This is the place and your home to where you can subscribe to where we critique the most viral tips on YouTube.